Once you understand what excellence is all about, you see how it manifests itself in any discipline. Life is strange. You keep moving and keep moving. Before you know it, you look back and think, what was that? If you ever start taking things too seriously, just remember that we are all talking monkeys on an organic spaceship flying through the universe. Be cool to people. Be nice to as many people as you can. Smile to as many people as you can, and have them smile back at you. To me, comedy is a great occupation because I don't really worry that much about what other people think of me. The time you spend hating on someone robs you of your own time. You are literally hating on yourself and you don't even realize it. The key to happiness doesn't lay in numbers in a bank account, but in the way we make others feel and the way they make us feel. I'm obsessed to extreme winners because I think there's a madness to it. I truly believe that in order to be truly great at something, you have to give into a certain amount of madness. There's a never-ending ocean of techniques out there. The quicker we all realize that we've been taught how to live life by the people that were operating on the momentum of an ignorant past, the quicker we can move to a global ethic of community that doesn't value invented borders or the monopolization of natural resources, but rather the goal of a happier, more loving humanity. People, for the most part, can smell lies. Life is about the pursuit of excellence. That pursuit is probably more exciting to me now, more than ever. I had a sense of who I was before I got famous. The misconception is that stand-up comics are always on. I don't know any really funny comics that are annoying and constantly trying to be funny all the time. My only goal is to surround myself with funny people and make sure everyone has a good time and works hard. If you are the greatest, why would you go around talking about it? Have you ever talked to someone and you're not even really talking to them? Actors are the worst for that. Greatness and madness are next-door neighbors, and they often borrow each other's sugar. Reality really is a theater. There's no other way to describe it. It's all so nonsensical, ridiculous, and chaotic. Being a celebrity or anything else where you're really ambitious, it's really a game to see how successful you can get. Never stay in a bad marriage, and don't hang around with psycho coke fiends. Haters are all failures. It's 100% across the board. No one who is truly brilliant at anything is a hater. No matter how civilized we are and how much society has curbed violent behavior, human beings still have the same genes they had 10,000 years ago. Our bodies are designed to have a certain amount of physical stress and violence in them. We're designed to run from jaguars and fight to defend our territory. When someone comes along and expresses him or herself as freely as they think, people flock to it. They enjoy it. It's been one of the most important tools for me in personal growth, for understanding myself, how I am, and what effect I do have on other people. Be the hero of your own story. Not all comedy clubs or situations are ideal, especially when you're first coming up, and I think that's good for you. Eventually, you get to express your real personality. I've been inspired by a lot of people in my life. So if there's ever anybody that I can inspire, to me that's a huge gift to be able to turn that back around. What's interesting about science is that we're constantly discovering new things about the universe, about ourselves, about our bodies, about diseases, about the possibilities of the future. It's amazing. Science is one of the coolest things about being a human being, without a doubt. Someone else's success does not equal a failure for you. Martial arts are a vehicle for developing your human potential. The audience changes every night. You're the same person. You have to speak your mind and do the stuff that you think is funny and makes you laugh. Kindness is one of the best gifts you can bestow. We know that inherently that feels great. Excellence in anything increases your potential in everything. I want to make sure that everything that I'm creating it so other people get enjoyment out of it. And that's the reward that you get for that. The beautiful thing about podcasting is it's just talking. It can be funny or it can be terrifying. It can be sweet, it can be obnoxious. It almost has no definitive form. In that sense, it's one of the best ways to explore an idea, and certainly much less limiting than trying to express the same idea in stand-up comedy. For some ideas, stand-up is best, but it's really, really nice to have podcasts as well. You can't measure what's inside a man's heart. I want to talk about the nature of human beings, or how we're evolving as a race. One of the things that happened is I did a lot of shitty gigs. When you do a bunch of shitty bar gigs, you have to get used to people yelling at you. You're used to thinking on the fly, to dealing with weird situations. Work for that feeling that you have accomplished something. Don't waste your time on this earth without making a mark. I've done jiu-jitsu a huge chunk of my life, and I try to spend a lot of time educating people on the nuances, the subtleness of the ground game. It's a big part of mixed martial arts. There's a confidence and a mental toughness that comes from the very highest level of competition, whatever the sport is, whether it's boxing or wrestling or whatever. If you can lie, you can act. And if you can lie to crazy girlfriends, you can act under pressure. The mind is the most important thing of the big picture, and no one has a stronger mindset than amateur wrestlers. By putting yourself in that intense form of stress, it makes regular life more peaceful. Having the privilege of sitting down and having a 3-hour-long, uninterrupted conversations with hundreds of brilliant people is an awesome perspective enhancer.